Mornings with Rich and Jeremy on the Classic Hit Station. Wings 94.3 and wingsfm.com.
Rich and Jeremy with you. It is 38 minutes after 7 o'clock on a Thursday.
We may have heard that one. Well, never mind. I'm Jeremy. I forget you can't. Do not go against the family. Never mind. I love that song. I want to talk to the people.
Okay, let's talk to the people.
I want to have if you want to call in and talk to us and reach out.
Sure.
And touch me. Touch us. 334-321-9001. That is your Charter Bank hotline. And help us out, people in Radio Land.
Looks like we got somebody.
All right. Hello. You are on the air with Rich and Jer.
Good morning. Good morning, Rich and Jeremy. How are you this morning?
Well, doing good as always, Mr. Newt or Diddle. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. What?
Mr. Diddle, it's Newt Diddle, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you called me Bill. I was confused, as my neighbor is Bill, and I thought for a moment perhaps I was on his phone.
Bill.
I'm not exactly sure how the. I'm not exactly sure how the.
No, apparently not. Apparently not. Well, it's good. So, where are you calling from?
Well, I'm here in Macomb. Right now, I'm at the bus station in Macomb.
Okay, the bus station.
On phone number 3, I like to call
three
it.
phones.
Phone number 3. Well, there is a bank of payphones here at the bus station in Macomb, and the third one from the right is the one that has all of the working pieces, and is not too filthy.
The third one to the right. So photo. So that's your. I mean, is it kind of like a reserve thing? Like people know that's Newt's phone.
Well, there's rarely a line at the phone, Jeremy. At this time of the day, most of the passengers are. Well, there's no one here right now because there's not a bus scheduled for another week.
Is there even like a worker there? Is it just you, or are you just straight up? You don't live in the bus station, do you, Newt?
Oh no, not at all. No, I have my own domicile. No, this is. I have a very, very dear friend who allows me to spend time here and watch television.
Because you're there a lot.
Well, yes, this is. The vending machines are here.
Kind of like a one-stop shop, like a little for everything, for all of your needs.
Well, they don't have a shower, but other than that, I have been allowed to use the bus washing station from time to time.
For a shower? You get in there like a car wash area, like with a hose and stuff?
Well, it's basically just a garden hose with a spigot and a scrub brush.
Hey, Newt is and you know, you feel free to speak in code if she is or something. But I was just going to ask you a question, but I didn't know if Gaynell was around. I didn't want you to be, you know, encumbered by any.
Well, as it so happens, Gaynell is visiting her mother in the nervous hospital. So I believe we may speak frankly this morning.
Okay. Well, good. Okay. Well, the show's been going great, since January. Obviously, you've been listening. And one of the first people that we interviewed, celeb-wise, I think you're coming kind of a celeb yourself, but was Rachel Hunter, a New Zealand model, Sports Illustrated, and we were pretty proud of that just because I had a, kind of a, well, just, you like her as a young man and, stuff. And we have an opportunity because she's been putting out feelers to us, I think, to possibly interview Brooklyn Decker, another, who was on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue a few years back. And anyway, I didn't know, growing up, was there someone like that you had kind of like a crush on, or in your mind was just this perfect example of feminine beauty that, has just always kind of stuck with you? I don't know. That may be a weird question. Help me out.
Well, I'm not familiar with those two individuals, Mrs. Hunter or Mr. Decker. I don't know either of those two people, but I did, when I was growing up, I did have a tremendous crush. Some might call it puppy love or a crush, although I said that already. Well, Miss Trudy, who
Miss Trudy.
Miss Trudy was just a lovely woman.
Well, it sounds like that's a lovely name.
She was the junior cashier at the Piggly Wiggly in Chunky. Chunky had a Piggly Wiggly for about 3 years.
Okay.
Before it shut down, and everybody had to then go to the big city of Meridian to get the vast amount of merchandise that you can get at a Piggly Wiggly. But Miss Trudy was just a lovely, lovely woman. Her hair was the color of daffodils.
Daffodils.
Very often.
Daffodils.
And she smelled of mint.
Like, how old was she? I mean, it's just like a young girl, like around your age? Or?
You never ask a woman her age.
Well,
I'm not really sure. But I remember that Miss Trudy was very often on the sale posters posted around the Piggly Wiggly for things like eggs or cheese or Wonder Bread.
She was on the posters? She was.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have any of those? Did you take any of those posters home with you?
She was a striking woman, Jeremy. The way her apron, the Piggly Wiggly apron, was tied about her was well. I was a young man at that point.
Well, yeah. Well,
I would say that Miss Trudy was she was not as old as my mama.
Right.
She was much older than I was. And I suppose, looking back from my adult vantage point, she was probably much younger than I thought she was at the time.
Okay. Hey, speaking of your mama, summer break's coming up here. Did she take y'all, like on what was the summer routine? Did y'all vacation in places? Did you go on road trips, Disney World?
Oh, we went on many, many trips, Jeremy. It was always a lot of fun to pile into the back of the VW Bug and go on long, fun trips to exotic places like Jackson. Or occasionally Shreveport.
Wait a minute. Jackson and Shreveport. No. Okay, so what would y'all do there?
Well, it just depended. Very often, what we would find ourselves going on exotic adventures where we would camp.
Okay.
Out in the woods, away from everyone, as if we were explorers.
It sounds camping in Shreveport, just in the woods. I mean, would your mom stay with you the whole time? Because I mean, Shreveport's, isn't that where they or is that Gulfport? I can't tell. Miss the gamble. Anyway, so y'all would just go into Shreveport and camp.
Well, we would often go to these places. It was sometimes in the summer. That's when I preferred it. It was not near as cold as the times that we did it in the winter, but we would go and camp at these places while Mama would go and work or meet friends.
So she would just, now how many kids are out there while Mama's out working?
Well, Jeremy, it just depended on who all would go on the trip and how many we could fit in the 1968 VW Bug.
So, I mean, what ballpark it for me? I mean, how many could squeeze in there, you think?
Well,
how many diddles?
On any given trip, we would have, between 7 and 9 of us.
7?
All together, including Mama, of course.
Well, that's a tight fit. Well, what about
We learned to get along well, Jeremy. We learned to get along well.
Well, how about what about this summer? Do you have any plans coming up?
Oh yes, I believe that when Gaynell returns to town, that we may go on a short trip up to the place of my birth.
Chunky.
Back to Chunky and go to the Chunky Fish Camp where we can camp and go fishing and grill out over an open fire like the rich people do.
Well, man, that sounds great. Listen, okay, we probably need to go. I want you to tell the Gaynell, though, that we're thinking about her mama in the nervous hospital, okay?
Absolutely. I know she would appreciate it, Rich and Jeremy. I thank you very much. Y'all have a
Don't
very
be a stranger.
good day.
Good morning. It's Al Mason making preparations to send your workday into hyperspace with 9 great songs for the year of Star Wars to make it fly by on a Rewind at 9 from 1977, right after Rich and Jeremy this morning on Wings.